It's Thursday, December 17th. Been a full week, hasn't it?
Full week, exciting week, a lot going on, and next week is Christmas.
Yes, it is.
We've had as you said, a full week. We had a very enlightening, good, and it was enriching conversation with our friend Phil Orlando, who many of you know this week. Very informative and helped shore up our thinking of where we want to go going into 2021.
That's correct. In fact, we'll have a follow-up email from this particular video today or tomorrow, which will sort of solidify what our thoughts are a little bit more in depth.
And in fact, Phil said there's two things that's going on. The big picture for Phil, that, as you know, Phil is the equity strategist for Federated. He oversees the investment in the stock market for Federated. So to say he's invested in the stocks is something he is. But what he did say that was really interesting is that he's overweight. They've increased their weighting to equities getting ready for 2021. And he's added to the value space. Caution, yellow flashing light. He said there are potentially some headwinds we got to work through, followed by tailwinds 2021, making 2021 a good year in his opinion.
Yes, and the tailwinds will outweigh the headwinds. I mean, one of the things that we've continually talked to you about is January 5th, the Georgia Republican and Democrat runoff for the Senate. We're positive regardless of which way it ends up going, but we do believe that if Democrats win both of those seats, we'll see a near-term sell-off that could be, in the 10% range. And what we would rather do is play it safe up through January 5th, and then we have a strategy if there is a pullback to what we're going to be purchasing and when we're going to be purchasing it. We look to re-enter the market after January 5th, regardless of what happens, but we just feel that there's going to be some real near-term issues there in Georgia.
Flashing yellow lights, in addition to the Georgia, is the third wave that we're in terms of the COVID-19. We're all aware of increased shutdowns on business. That's having negative effects in terms of employment numbers and in terms of morale and in terms of consumer spending. That's going to create a bump. That's going to create a potential of slowdown. Stimulus. The Congress is going to do a stimulus. Can they get it done before they go on vacation? This weekend is going to be the critical factor in that, but that has the potential to creating another bump in the road that we're going to have to work through that could draw a little drawback there. But stimulus in Phil's thought process and ours is going to get passed.
Yes, and it'll be another tailwind for 2021. So it's one of the reasons why we have a bullish outlook regardless of what happens in Georgia.
The biggest thing that he says is going, in addition to the stimulus this week, the Federal Reserve, it was one of his potential yellow flashing lights, took off the table what they're going to do with interest rates. They aren't going to increase interest rates through 2021. They said as far as through 2022. So interest rates are going to be not a factor. Inflation, they want inflation to come, so we're going to see some inflation, but they're going to not overreact, and they're going to create their stimulus. We've called it QE for so long, but their stimulus in buying treasuries and keeping the money system fluid.
Yes, until the stimulus is passed by Congress. So
the big factor that's out there right now are the vaccines, as we all have seen, and we're so grateful for. The vaccinations have started. They're going to really ramp up now into the first quarter and second quarter, and Phil says that's going to be the supercharge that's going to begin to turn the economy on and begin to wake things up, and therein lies an opportunity for next year, and that's why the overweighting in the equities.
That's right.
All right. So as Gibb has summarized, we're going to still remain cautious, maybe a little buy tweak here or there, but in January we know what we want. We know what if the Democrats get Georgia, we know that list. We know if it's a split, we know that list. We're ready, and we're going to be able to implement because we have been preparing for you. Now, thank you. You've been so gracious and so generous in donating food to the Second Harvest Food Bank with our partner WTOB. We are about halfway where we want to be in getting donations. We still have through the end of the year to do that. We're going to keep the campaign going through December, and we would love and ask you to go to our webpage, hmc-partners.com, WTOB.com, look for the donate button for food, and work with us, give with us as we're giving back to the community and providing food.
And if you're one of our listeners from Southwest Virginia in the Galax area, 98.1 is our partner with the food banks there, so you can give directly to that food bank by going to our website, so hmc-partners.com.
Also the 98.1 website. We want to wish you both, and both of us want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. We are grateful for what you mean to us as friends and friends of HMC. And always remember, it is your money.
And your money matters.
We'll see you next week.